Hello, this is Hellsenstrat, and welcome to our Play by Email Vs Jochen Combat. Now we're going to be watching the combat replay for December 26, 1941, and we should have the invasion of Java. Alright, so. Alright, so we take Mumbai. Alright, offloading at Palembang. Clearing some mines. Offloading at Ocean. Offloading at Route Atina. More offloading at Palembang. Speed this up a little bit. So two of our AKs did take some damage, but they'd already unloaded most of their supplies, so they no danger of being sunk or anything like that. Because the only thing that's really going to ever sink is fire, honestly. Which, if there is a fire, it's very unlikely that will save the ship unless if it has supply on board. All right, so we see a ooh, hello. We have sea ships at Chijap. So we looked like he had a sub at Tarawa. And he's got a sub at Ocean Island. I hope that does not give him an indication that Kitty ties there. Because he's going to wonder how we suddenly got spotting on those guys. We should take Nanyang. Then those guys will split up and start moving out. Alright. Sweeping, nobody's home. Alright, fast forward this a little bit. Alright, start bombarding Clark. Just trying to slow these guys down as much as possible. We actually lost one to flag. That's interesting. It's probably got a base force with that group. That would be my guess, because that's the Red Army retreating from Yan'an. So base forces is the 10 for the Chinese. What actually has AA? It's decent. So just like Cyan, there's probably base forces in those, so you don't want to bomb low there. We're not going to get much in the way of casualties. We got a lot of bad weather this turn. I was actually surprised we're getting as much bombing as we are with the severe storms. It's funny, there's clear skies up here, but these in mountains, so that gets rid of those casualties. Alright, not bad. Oh, should get a strike from the mini Kitty Batai. It might not be that effective because sometimes with them being in the postal hex, that can affect the strikes or slash cap. So alright. Alright, so we got actually a pretty decent trade. That's about 70 aircraft. Let's see this. That is a Dutch destroyer. Small AP. Alright. Let's go ahead and fast forward it to this, otherwise it's going to take forever. That did not look that impressive, honestly. So we sank the small AP, took a torp and 2 bombs, 1 bomb on the other AP, and 2 bombs on an AKL. Really? That's it? Out of 70 aircraft, we got that? That's fucking really depressing. Well, that is morning phase. It's only a couple hex out, so we might get a good afternoon strike. Or a afternoon strike. It's the same as that, then that's a lot of sorties for nothing. And something else just went down. Alright. Just fast forward to do this. Okay, more afternoon bombing on severe storms. One thing that's funny about storms, right? It affects our accuracy, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't affect the accuracy for AA. So we can't see, but they can see us. It's always really weird when it comes to that. So if your storm's over this one, hey, I'm gonna do almost nothing there. Alright, so all about basically the exact same strike package, except -1 from those Kates from the first one. Might have took an ops loss on that one, or it was damaged and it couldn't head out. Alright, looks like it's a little bit more effective this turn, but we did lose a Val this time. Got another AP, got 2 the AKs, 3 AKs, 4 AKs, 5 AKs. And that was so decent. We didn't get anything on the Dutch destroyers though. Interesting enough. Which honestly, those are what I would rather sink than those little fucking AKLs and that. So their target selection was left something to be desired here. More stuff going down, and we're offloading the 4th Division on Semmering. Survey says we're moving into land and attack phase, which is alright. We can push this little base force out to open up the rail line. Alright, then we retreat to Kuala Lumpur. He got a lot more than I was hoping he'd get out. But we should completely wreck the 90th Chinese Corps, so those would be completely useless now. So, alright, we'll take it. Alright, we'll take Ocean. Alright, first deliberate attack over here on Sambus. We only got about 26 AV, so we did pretty decent. 2 to 1, but we didn't take it. I was surprised. We did reduce the 4 to 0. Took only 82. I would expect a lot better of that, but because it's almost about even. I mean, 16 to 11. Okay, he's bombarding again at Palembang, which we take 5 casualties. Disable the squad for the attack. We'll take Sayal. We'll take Gazmata. Alright, that's going to be it for the Omanel expands Airstaff 2, that's good. Kaifeng expands Airstaff 4, that's good. We would like to wait fortifications up to 1. Alright, not bad, not bad. I think we got about another month before Wake gets the defense force that actually brings in like 8-inch guns and stuff like that. Alright, so for tactical for the turn, let's see, go to aircraft losses. He loses 6, or we lose 6, he lost 0 today, so we lost the 1 sally to flak that we saw. We lost 1 Val to flak, and yet we did lose 1 to Val and a sally to ops. We lost a Betty to ops and a 0 to loss ops. So not good. I mean, he's not putting up any fight in the air, so we're taking quite a bit of ops losses because I'm pushing really heavy on my aircraft. I'm probably gonna have to start standing them down, get some maintenance cycles in, get these things, fatigue on these aircraft done. But we really need it to push them. Ship sunk this turn. We're gonna okay. E.D. Hammond, U.S. Navy, sunk by collision at San Diego. Interesting. It's a sim class. Very nice, if that's true. It had to collide with something heavy, like a big ship to fucking sink. I don't know if I believe that, but we'll take it. Those 3 APs are 4 points apiece. We'll take those. We got another 4 AKLs. 2. So what's that? About 16? Wait a minute, 12, 16. About 18 Earth points. Probably a little bit more because I believe there was a couple other AKLs. So not too bad. Many Kibitais on the board. We lost about another army loss point, but we're getting close to getting over 2,000. So there is that. Ground reinforcement schedules. So what do we got coming in? We've got a bunch of the base forces going to be showing up in the marshals, I believe. Legion, yeah. When you get that back together. The big ones are going to be the 7th Independent Guards. They're going to Manila. The 5th Amphibious Brigade is going to be Mindanao. So looks like about 2 weeks we'll be able to start getting the 5th Guards together, but more importantly, we'll be able to start the invasion of Mindanao. I think... Where is it? Guards division is 50 days. I think we get it before that. Maybe we already got it? I thought the cab was the last thing to show up. I don't think it would be after that division. Oh, it is. Alright, 64 days before the 5th division could get rebuilt. We got the 6th division showing up in 50 days. And this is a fairly heavy division. Yeah. So we'll probably send those guys to Philippines, but that's what we're looking at. All right, let's take a look at SIGINT. Nothing of import. Take a look at ops. Anything super happy here? Gas is finished repairing. And we lost that Sally pilot. Damage, 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 yeah. Lots of damages, but we'll be able to start picking these guys up. Let's see here. What did we got for him? Cristobal and Balboa. He's just, these are, I can't touch them, but he expands the airfield size because they can store more supplies. Townsville going to 4 is not the best in the world, but it is what it is. Kobe, Eagles, and Saipan. Okay. Take a look at industry. If I actually go to the correct one and type. So we got 2 at 20, or 2 at 10, 20 to go. And nothing else. That's, we got 2 at 8 that are approaching 10. I don't think we've got a single one on this Helen this whole time. That's about it for R&D. So, we will be doing our attack on Palembang. I have the 5th Division loaded up at Singapore just on the case that we might be able to need them for Palembang. We're going to go ahead and send 4th Division down to Jakarta to try to cut the island in half so we can't send reinforcements around. We're going to go ahead and pull these guys back to Kaujiti. We'll land a couple divisions here, including the rest of the 4th Division. But mainly I want to move here so I can put my airfield here so I can move these guys, airfield units down, so I can do cover and start bombing Mandaneg to keep it up there without going too far. We got a bunch of ships here. There's still 10 more, so that's decent. They're still probably going to get a little bit of more extra ships next turn, I would guess. We're going to hold off here. And I think we're going to hold off pretty much there. These guys should move here. We'll give these guys another turn. About another turn before we can go after start going into Momaine. We have split up our forces to head this way and this way. And then hopefully we'll start catching up to some of these guys in clear terrain as is. About a turn out before we can start unloading some more supply into Han Cao. We should be here in a turn, I believe. 2 turns. So 2 turns before we take Puching. And 22nd Division, it's about 2 turns here. Maybe we cut this guys off and start getting our forces into Fu Chao or Win Chao. 38th and 48th Division are heading with friends are heading into Clark. We're loading up all the engineering units to send more engineering down to New Britain and start loading up these airfields. We're about 3 turns out from the first engineers getting into place. We will be refueling the surface task force with the battleships Hai and Hiroshima this turn. Still undetected, which is good. I hate. So this is I consider a bug. So they refueled, right? And for some reason, instead of heading back to truck, they continued going south. It's very annoying that they do that. They should pull away, not into, but it is what it is. Our damage subs are a couple turns out, but they are getting there. So let's look at system damage. I-7 is just south of Attic Island, so that's looking good. And I-69 is about 2 to 3 turns out from truck. So not bad. I believe this was the guy that took damage at Palombank. Yep. See, decent. It did have supplies, so if he'd actually started a fire on that, that would have been bad. But we'll pull these guys back. You don't need. I don't need any more supply. And Palombank, once we take it, they'll be building it. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much the turn. We haven't seen anything on his carriers. We're starting to get our subs into position. I'm probably going to pull these guys out. We'll send them to Macon to pick up this guy, and then we'll send these guys here with the patrol boats down to Ocean and load those guys up, and then we will take Canton and Baker. And then we'll come back. We'll send forces to pick up the 16th Division, and then we'll be able to go after Port Moresby. And where is... Yeah. So these guys with all the base forces and airfield units that are heading towards Verbal, they're quite a bit out. Sorry, my dog's walking, guys. This could be it. Make sure you all give me a follow if you like this content. Make sure you follow Jochen and join us on our Discord. Links are below. Catch y'all later.